the sun shining bright. Rock Chalk family gonna celebrate tonight. Got the music turned up and the dance floor hot. If your birthday's this month, we're giving all we got. From the first slice of cake to the last song played, making memories together that will never fade. Every candle burning, every wish taking flight. We're raising up the roof on a June birthday night. Everybody clap your hands, let the good times roll. Family, friends, and laughter filling every soul. Tonight belongs to you, so come on and shine. June birthday crew, this is your time. Hey, happy birthday, Rock Chalk family, gonna celebrate your day. Turn it up louder, let the whole town sing. June babies in the house, you're the kings and queens. Hey, happy birthday, we're dancing and we're laughing all night long. Another trip around the sun, another year strong. Rock Chalk family singing your birthday song. Got the barbecue smoking and the coolers on ice. Everybody showing up and the feeling's nice. Kids running around, grandparents telling stories, making new memories and reliving old glories. No matter your age, tonight you're the star. Whether you're downtown or way out where the country roads are, one big family gathered underneath the June sky, celebrating life while the good times fly. Make a wish, blow the candles out, hear the whole crowd scream and shout. Love louder, live bigger, that's what we're about. Rock Chalk family, let it all hang out. Hey, hey, happy birthday, Rock Chalk family, gonna celebrate your day. Hands in the air, let the whole world know. June birthday party and we're stealing the show. One more year, one more chance to shine. Good people, good hearts, and a great good time. Rock Chalk family singing loud tonight. Happy birthday, June babies, your future looks bright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Rock Chalk family singing your birthday song.
Hello, hello. Let me get rid of this. How's everybody doing? I see Phalos Nature's in here. Crazy Mama, 99 Customs, Beach Baby. How's everybody doing? Well, we had covered this case. It was a year ago in April. And it was about a track meet. And one student stabbed another student at this track meet in Frisco, Texas. I'm going to play something from way back then, then I'm going to play some stuff from today. Carmelo Anthony was found guilty today of first-degree murder. Listen, when he was arrested, the judge lowered the bond from $1 million to $250,000. He bonded out, was put on house arrest. Actually had some MMA fighters come to his house and train him how to fight, and all kinds of craziness was going on. It was kind of nuts. I'm going to start with Megyn Kelly. I like Megyn Kelly. I know she has a law degree, and I just like her. So we're going to go with her reporting on it way back then. Then we'll catch up to today. Here we go. Yeah. All right.
I outlaid a bit of the facts before we went to break. But what's happening now is this is weirdly breaking down along racial lines because Carmelo is black. The kid he killed was white, Austin Metcalf.
And that's the other thing. Listen, they're trying to make this about race. In no way is it about race at all, other than the side that is trying to make it about race. I mean, a young man died at a track meet.
Austin Metcalf, 17, perfect GPA, being recruited to play in various schools for college, like a
Hey,
football
Julie.
star, MVP. Carmelo Anthony also said to be a good student, and possibly also getting recruited to play in college.
But he also was a student that brought a knife to a track meet. Okay? That's not okay.
And I think football. And he shows up at this track meet and apparently decides to sit in Austin Metcalf's like area. I guess they sit by teams. And I don't know if they were playing on rival teams, but Austin and Carmelo did not go to this.
Listen, that's how track cross country goes. You're underneath your own tent. You don't go to other people's tent. Why he was even sitting on a team's tent that wasn't his is beyond me.
Same school. And so I'm not sure if he was trying to provoke a fight or something, but he decided to go sit in the tent that Austin and his twin brother and their team, like supporting friends, were under. Austin Metcalf reportedly, this is from the police report, and witnesses cited therein, told him to.
No, they didn't even know each other. They were just at a track meet, a big track meet. And Carmelo Anthony decided he was going to go sit underneath their tent, and they asked him to move. Wasn't over a girl, though.
Leave to get out of Austin's seat. And he turned to him and said something to the effect of, make me, said like, if you lay hands on me, see what happens, something like that. And as he was doing it, he was reaching into a bag, and Austin.
Really? Then why are you here? Just go ahead and remove that person. See, I don't understand people. If you don't like it, don't come in here. Don't go come act like a fool, you dummy. You're the one that looks stupid.
Metcalf did put hands on him and tried to make him get out of the seat. And he stabbed him through the heart with a knife that he had in that bag. It's just a depraved act. It's a depraved act. I don't know what's wrong with the family he grew up in or with him. His mother was there yesterday, and interestingly was saying that this is a close family, that it's a two-parent family, that it's a God-fearing family, claiming he's a good boy. I don't know. I saw pictures of him online with the gun and middle finger and trying to look like
Yes, they were both competing. It was a big track meet. Several schools were there.
a badass kind of tough guy. So I'm not sure what this guy was going through, but there's no mystery who did this. It was him. So they hold this presser. And first of all, Maureen, they hire this guy who he's not their lawyer, as near as I can understand. There's a different guy who's a lawyer. He's a minister, quote unquote, using that term generously, who's had a long list of trouble with the law in his own right, including the fact that we read this in AM Update, but he was convicted of causing serious bodily injury to a 2-year-old child. It was his girlfriend's son he was babysitting. He called the girlfriend at 11 p.m. This is a spokesperson for the family. Called the girlfriend at 11 p.m., told her to get home now, didn't tell her why. When she arrived, her child was unresponsive. He told the girlfriend he'd been watching a movie and her son just fell off the couch. He fell off and onto the carpet. But they brought him to the doctor, to the emergency room. He wound up going to the ICU. The doctor said these are lies, that the son had a subdural hemorrhage between the two halves of his brain at the back of the brain. He also had retinal hemorrhages in both eyes. Quote, the severity of his injuries is not consistent with rolling off the couch, the investigative officer reported the doctor saying. Without more adequate history of trauma, complainant's injuries are more consistent with abusive head trauma and child physical abuse. This guy, again, still on the spokesperson, the prosecutor read two statements from him. Dominique Alexander is his name. He signed. The first one, he claimed the child had fallen off the couch. The second, he admitted to shaking the child. He was charged with a first-degree felony, and that resulted in a conviction. Then it went on from there. He also faced assault charges against the girlfriend, charged with 1 felony, 1 misdemeanor, after he allegedly shoved and attempted to strangle his girlfriend, who accused him of pushing, choking, and headbutting her during several altercations, like so many women do. She ultimately decided not to testify or participate in the case against him, and therefore it went away. So this is the man we're about to listen to. So you know, this is who the family has chosen to represent them, to try to set the record straight on this horrific crime. And he went out there, and the first thing he did was he saw Austin Metcalf's dad, Jeff, had shown up to the presser, whose first reaction after his son was murdered was to say,
Now, this was crazy. There was a presser, and Austin Metcalf's dad obviously showed up there. He wanted to see the presser. And he also said immediately that he forgave Carmelo Anthony for what he had did. Same day.
I forgive him. I forgive the kid who did this. And he went to hear what they had to say at this presser. And here's how Dominique Alexander, the man I just read you about, handled it.
What we seen at the beginning of this press conference, the father being at the press conference, is a disrespect to the dignity of his son. Is that was disrespectful and just shows you all the character.
Yeah,
he was not invited.
Me too.
He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family, but he did it. And so I say to people, actions speak louder than words. Okay? What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism. We have conservative operatives that
yet this family made it about racism. They didn't make it about their son murdered another kid. They made it all about racism.
Have been posting nonstop.
And he went on to say later that these political operatives are who led to the father being here. Political operatives motivating this family with hate. And the father was thrown out. The cops had to come. He didn't want to leave. He wanted to hear what they had to say.
Of course he did.
And they threw him out with cops. That's despicable. That man is despicable. And then the family running out there trying to make themselves the victims, which is what they did. The mother got up and gave a big sob story about how hard this has been for her, are missing the point entirely.
Nobody had more right to be at that press conference than Austin's father. Okay. You're holding a press conference. First Amendment. Anybody can be there. I think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Secondly, this guy is a lost leader for this family who is doing themselves no favor, talking on their own behalf. He said in that presser, actions speak louder than words. Well, sir, the guy you're defending stabbed a 17-year-old in the heart to death at a football game over a seat. So yeah, I guess actions do speak louder than words. Keep talking. Mm-hmm. Keep talking. And that this family doesn't have the foresight to cut this guy loose after knowing what we know about the serious near fatal injuries to a small child. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. This is like the poor man's Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
Right? That's obviously what this is. They obviously couldn't even get Al Sharpton.
Who that tells you a lot.
Will go to the opening of an envelope.
Oh, he'll run toward any racialized crime you've got.
Yeah. So obviously he turned this one down. That's my suspicion. And they got this basement barrel version of the already rather low Al Sharpton to represent them, I guess. And look, it's not that I want to see the mother, either set of parents, get harassed here, because it's the kids.
Right.
It's the kid who is accused of misbehaving. But she needs to keep some perspective on what Austin Metcalf's parents are going through. That's where my sympathy lays. Here she is, the mom of Carmelo Anthony.
In wake of this trial,
I want to say this too. Right before they had the closing arguments, they talked to her and asked her, well, you're going to still get to talk to your son. The Metcalfs will not get to talk to theirs. Yeah, they made this all about them. It's kind of crazy. Again, I didn't see it as race other than them making it as race.
tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Carmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification
What do you mean the ones filming? I want to know why all those standing around filming and watching did nothing. It happened so quick. I mean, he only stabbed Austin one time, and it was right in the heart. And Austin actually turned around and said, "You stabbed me," and then he collapsed. I mean, so I don't know what anybody else could have did. It happened so quick. It was just one stab. If that's what you're saying.
put my family in danger. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her.
Listen, they even let him out of jail. The judge lowered the bond from $1 million to $250,000. He got out of jail. He's been out of jail this whole time on house arrest. The judge got doxxed, threatened. It was crazy.
I'm sorry, but that is as a result of what her son did.
The first thing out of her mouth should have been about the victim. Really should have been. I think the other thing that struck me about that statement she gave was it's passive language. This tragic incident. It's not a tragic incident. It was an aggressive, fatal act taken by your
16 and 17?
son that took the life of another 17-year-old. You have to, like, it's all about owning stuff in this culture. Why can't you just own? I'm sorry. And also, don't they live in a gated community right now?
No, right now, yes. So they have reportedly, according to the Daily Mail, moved into a $900,000 home where they're being allowed to stay by somebody in a gated community while they scream racism.
Listen, I didn't pull it up, but they had GoFundMe's. Listen, there was a hell of money donated to Carmela and Anthony. A lot of money donated.
While they're waiting on $500,000 to become liquid from their GoFundMe or whatever?
Yes. And while their son, who the vast majority of defendants in Texas would be in jail without bond right now,
100%.
but he's out on bond.
Got it lowered.
Some female judge lowered it and said, okay, I'll let him stay at home on house arrest in his $1 million friend's home, I guess. I don't think it's theirs. And while they're screaming, we're all racists, because that guy speaks for them, that Dominique Alexander guy. And he was out there. The mom's talking about poor me, poor us. And here's more of Alexander, who blamed everybody. He blamed the weather. The school should have canceled the track meet because of the weather. They were under tarps. He blamed Trump. Here, listen to him in SOT 25.
Black people in America, while the current occupant sits at 1600 Pennsylvania, Black people in America don't have to pull the race card. It's what we live as a reality every day. It's what we have to teach our children. We don't want to, but we have to. We don't like to, but if we want to sleep at night, we got to. I ain't pulling no race card. I live it. I'm reminded all the time that I'm a Black man in America.
Oh, but he's not playing the race card.
If you look at that, say you have no context for what happened. You just got off a plane from overseas and you're looking at that. I would assume that couple lost their child in a violent.
That's why I went back and pulled this. They damn sure did make it racist. You know, if it was racist, don't you think he would have stayed locked up? He wouldn't have got out on bond and had house arrest? Come on now. I am so tired of people just throwing race into every damn thing when it's not race.
An act perpetrated by a white kid. That's what I would assume.
Me too. The nerve of him to go out there and rail about racism in America. What are you talking about? There is no dispute. There's no dispute that Carmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf in the heart with a knife while not being threatened with any sort of weapon himself. You've heard about tariffs recently, plus inflation, supply chain disruptions.
Anyway, listen, I like Megyn Kelly. I don't know if you guys watch her, but I watched, does anybody watch Sean Ryan? He did a thing on Megyn Kelly, and it's about 5 hours long, but it was good. She talks about how her and Trump went at it. Anyway, there's a couple things I'm going to show you. There was another guy that stood up. Oh, I hope I didn't lose it. Looks like I might have lost it. There was another guy that got behind the cameras, made it racist. And I'm going to find that clip because the guy that did that guy had sexual assault charges against him on a minor. So some of the people speaking up for them hasn't been the greatest people. Well, I'm finding that again because I want to show it to you. I don't know what I did with it. I want to show you this just from yesterday. Listen, they're saying we made it racist. Wait till you see this one. This is from yesterday. Hold on, somebody's up on the panel. Hey, Journey. Hey, Journey.
Hey everybody on this hot summer day in Wisconsin.
That's right. Well, we're gonna finish going on this, and then we'll talk. Okay, love.
Yep.
Okay. This is from yesterday.
Yeah.
That's okay. Listen. The whole group was out there today. There was craziness going on, but I'm going to show you this from yesterday, and they want to talk that we're making it racism. Watch this.
Out that Carmelo was not in fact fighting for his life when he stabbed and killed Austin Metcalf. Do you think that the Black community will accept that?
If evidence shows that he did not, no, we're gonna stand by ours regardless. They stand by theirs.
We're gonna stand by ours regardless. We're gonna stand by ours regardless, no matter what. Even if they're in the wrong, we're gonna stand by ours. She says.
We're gonna stand by ours regardless. I'm a mother first. I'm a Black mother. Let me put that on there. I'm an African American mother. So I have to put away my color first and step into the motherhood. Nobody wants to see their child.
Wait a minute. Let's listen to that one more time because she's already contradicting herself. What about the white mother who lost their child that got stabbed?
Oh my God. You know, if you heard a white mother come up and her son was facing it and because he stabbed a Black kid, she goes, first of all, I'm white.
Right.
And then I'm a mother. And second, that I'm a white American. What the hell? I'm a white Native American.
Right.
Yeah.
And
that sounds stupid, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does sound stupid. And this is just from yesterday. This is crazy. Okay, let's go.
If evidence does come out that Carmelo was not in fact fighting for his life when he stabbed and killed Austin Metcalf, do you think that the Black community will accept that?
If evidence shows that he did not, no, we're gonna stand by ours regardless. They stand by theirs. We're gonna stand by ours regardless. I'm a mother first. I'm a Black mother. Let me put that on there. I'm an African American mother. So I have to put away my color first.
But you're throwing your color out there. She's gonna put her color away first, but that's the first thing she fucking threw out there. Come on now.
Yeah.
When I saw this yesterday, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna as soon as they have a verdict, I'm gonna go over the Carmelo Anthony because we did cover it. But this interview pissed me smooth the hell off. Like it.
Yeah. And did you see the people outside the courtroom protesting?
Yes.
You know, fans of Anthony.
Yeah,
fans of him.
Yeah, there was a guy, a white gentleman, a Caucasian, in a USA shirt, and this Black gentleman, African American, is jumping up and down in his face, and that guy just stands there. It was crazy. He had a lot of refrain because I could not have did that with that guy jumping up and down in front of me like that guy was. It was crazy.
No, I couldn't have done it neither. But you have to, don't you? Because there'd be a war. You know, they would riot or something.
It only took 3 hours to get the verdict, but when we heard there was a verdict, everybody was saying that they was going to riot. And listen, I'm not going to say that they're not going to riot. I do believe that when stuff like this happens, that they bring professionals in, professional rioters in, like Black Lives Movement did.
Yeah, like they did in from Chicago, and they brought them into Kenosha when I was working there in the scene.
Absolutely.
They brought them from outside. Oh yeah, they did. We had to shut down gas stations. We had to shut them down. I was working at one.
We call them bad actors. They bring in all these bad actors to act this way. But I will say this: they had the Texas Rangers there. They had the troopers. They had all. When nobody messed with.
They were ready. Did you see all that security? They said they knew that was coming. They knew it.
Yeah, but Texas don't.
They say, but the thing is, what did she say? The mother saying that she was being harassed, but look what was happening outside, and with all the security, and they're the only ones that we can hear.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they want to be heard. They want to
Yes.
be loud. They want to be heard. And again,
It's-
I'm not going to say that they're not going to protest and burn and riot and burn shit down, because I believe they brought in professionals to do that.
Yeah, but the thing is, her son's not innocent. Her son did it. It's not about who did it. He did it. Now
That's
take your punishment. You did it. It doesn't matter. Even if it was in self-defense or something like that, or they were having a fight, you are still guilty. You're the one with the weapon.
Yep. Yep. He's the only one with the weapon. He was the only one with the weapon.
He brought a weapon onto the grounds when no weapons are meant to happen, but they do sometimes. And he went to them. The other people minding their own business. Now, I don't know what kind of family they are, but they're out to get money. They're out to get money.
Just on one
You ask me.
GoFundMe, it's over 500,000 just on one of the GoFundMes.
Yeah, they got support from those what do you call them?
I think it all goes back to Antifa.
Activists. Those
Antifa.
activists.
Yeah.
Wherever that money's coming from. And you know what? What was the kid doing? I mean, what was his purpose? I didn't watch the trial, but what was his purpose? What was he doing? Was he angry? Was he mad? Did he just get in an argument? What was he doing?
I think, listen, you don't go to a track meet with the knife unless you're scared of something. Something's going on. But it was raining that day. It was raining that day of the track meet, and
Yeah.
I think Carmela Anthony just wanted to be out of the rain. But that's not how it works. Usually, the same group stay underneath their own tents. Maybe he didn't have a tent. I don't know. But to stab somebody, no, that's not okay.
No, that's not okay. You could have just said, blah, blah, blah. Well, F you then. F you then. I just want to be out of the rain. We don't know what was said, but because, one in court, but I'd like to know what was said. What did he say? And what did he say in return? Like the witnesses,
The witnesses says that he
what?
went over, he sat underneath the tent. Several people told him that he was in the wrong group and he needed to move. Well, Austin was sitting there and Austin said, hey, you need to move. And he said, are you going to make me? Make me move. So Austin got up to move him. So that's what happened.
So that's what started. And then that mother said, if it proves, that her son was in the wrong, she said, it doesn't matter if he was in the wrong. We're going to say he's in the right.
Yeah, she says it don't matter. But it's not about, first
Yeah.
she says it's about color. Then she says it's not about color. It's about being a mother. What about the mother who lost her son? What about that mother?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, what about that? And especially he was a twin.
Yes.
A
And the twin
twin.
was there too. The twin was there too.
And it's hard, to have a twin. It's hard to have your kid go like that, but it's harder. You got a twin and you got to look at that twin's face every day
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and reminds you of, the other one's gone. Your twin is gone. It's different. I guess it's
And
different.
you know what? They would have graduated this year, and the twin accepted the diploma for his brother. It was sad. I watched
Yeah,
it. It was
I
sad.
see that. Yeah, I watched it too.
Okay, let's watch this a little bit and see what else this lady has to say.
Nobody wants to see their child slain. So I do want to send prayers to Austin Metcalf, their family. But at the end of the day, I got to think like, okay, what did you do to him or whatever to cause this to happen, the reaction? We got to start taking accountability.
So she's saying that he had to do something to him for him to stab him. Had to do something.
For our kids. Because then again, if my kid, that's why it's a catch-22. If my kid was Carmelo and I feel like his back was up against the wall, I'm going to tell you straight up, better mine than yours. Better mine than yours. So either way it go, everybody loses. A black boy allegedly murdered, and I say allegedly, heavy on the allegedly murdered somebody. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, this is about race. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't give a damn.
Who wouldn't give a damn?
The let me say this. Let's say the community.
So, like,
The community.
if Carmelo Anthony was the one stabbed and killed by
They
Austin
wouldn't
Metcalf,
give a damn.
I come out here every Thursday and we pray for people going to court because we know this is the final frontier of racism and it's legalized here.
it was announced yesterday that there's no black jurors that were chosen. What are your thoughts on that?
It is BS.
That's why we need God. That's why we need God, and that's why he's going to show.
And you know what? The other part that I was going to show you is in this clip, so we'll watch it too.
Who's in control?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So once again, we got to talk about woke black activists, black liberals, and pro-blackity blacks. Black Marxists taking another L. Okay, they've been taking a lot of L's lately, and I think they're about to take a big L when it comes to this Carmelo Anthony trial, because these people have made up things. I mean, they've literally just made up their own reality in order to defend the indefensible, because honestly, at the end of the day, they're only defending Carmelo because he's black, and they don't care if a black person murders a white person. All they care about is, well, he's black and white man evil, white man bad, right?
I like this guy. I do.
Yeah,
like him.
I like what you said. It's true.
Yeah, it is true. Wait till this guy that's on the screen, another spokesperson. Wait till you see his history. Holy crap!
So therefore, it's okay, and they're literally defending murder at this point. And again, they're doing so in ways that are extremely dishonest and quite honestly disturbing, because I don't understand how is it that individuals refuse to live in the same reality as everybody else. But I mean, to be honest with you, this is a common thing on the left, right? This is a common thing with leftists. In order to be a liberal, to be a leftist, to be a race hustler, right? To be a Marxist, a communist, a socialist, you have to live in a different reality, right? You have to live in an alternative reality. When the facts of actual reality don't match your ideology and your narrative, you have to make stuff up. And that's what's happening here as more details are coming out during the trial about what actually happened. And lo and behold, the things that the pro-blackity blacks claim in order to defend Carmelo Anthony, like, for example,
I like how he says that, the pro-blackity blacks.
Carmelo was jumping. Those two big strapping white boys tried to jump Carmelo. They were beating him up, right? None of that happened. Carmelo and Austin Metcalf did not know each other before, right? The incident, that also was a lie. Carmelo is not some, prodigy that was saving young children when he was like 6 years old from drowning. They also made that up as well, too. They've just made up so much stuff. And in this story right here, this video I got to talk about, it started to backfire, because the same individuals that are running around, okay, promoting these random black people on the internet, who are telling these lies, right? It's starting to backfire because they're literally supporting predators, right? And that brings me to this video right here featuring this guy, okay, who basically falsely claimed that he saw the video of Carmelo and Austin Metcalf, and he saw plain as day that Carmelo was being jumped by 4 boys, right? 4 boys were jumping Carmelo. And I want to play this clip, and I've already played it before, but I want to play it again because this guy is currently under the microscope. And again, this is embarrassing, okay? He claims to be a high school staff member, right? So I want you guys to keep those details in mind as we get into this, okay? So without further ado, let's get into it.
You seen the video with your own 2 eyes. Was it clear enough, or was it fuzzy, or what?
No, it was clear. It was clear enough to where you can see the actual individual raindrops come by the cameras.
Okay.
That's how clear it is. You actually see them walking up. You see that Carmelo is already up under there. He's under there minding his business.
Dodging the rain, or?
Yeah, it was still raining.
Right.
Being from there, I'm familiar with them. So that day we were under a tornado watch.
Right.
And we were under thunderstorm warning, and we know we had already had some light rain then, and it started raining again. Then it was over with for the day. Okay. So that's kind of what happened on that day. But they were at a rain delay already. And so during that time when that happened, the twins, their 2 buddies, and a few other kids, because there was a few kids involved with it, they were all coming from the direction of the middle school.
Right.
Now, this guy says he's a high school staff member, and he saw it all. He saw it all.
Yeah.
Wait till you see his history. Holy cow.
Walking back up.
Right.
On the video, you can see those 4 that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up behind. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach and kind of distract him a little bit. And then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them, went past.
Right.
The other 4 went and they surrounded Carmelo. You know, if you're Carmelo,
And they showed that on that video.
it's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see him walk.
I'm gonna
up.
say little
And
stuff.
I'll
but
put
while
it
you
this
talking,
way.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, right? The only video that has been reported, and all of the reports suggest that none of the stuff that this guy claims is true, right? Like, for example, the video is not super clear. You can't see the stabbing. Nobody reported that Carmelo was surrounded by a bunch of boys and he was being jumped. Like, that's not what's being reported at all. Okay, but let's continue here.
They actually tell you when you're watching the video, pay attention to this corner right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss different things.
Okay.
So watch those 4. Here, there are 4 right there coming up.
Right.
That's exactly what they say.
Okay.
And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4.
Okay.
So they come up, they surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of pause, then that's when they jump. And so
they
was,
actually did jump him.
yeah, it wasn't just no touch. It wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push.
Lion,
It was all
lion.
kinds of things. But Austin pushed, Hunter hit, and then everybody swung. But at the same time,
So it's more
Carmelo-
than the twins that got some licks
all
on.
4.
So it showed that in the video.
Yes, in the video. So again, you got Hunter and Austin standing in the middle,
Okay.
and you have the light bright boy here, and you have the darker boy here.
Okay.
I think that's what I remember. So I have to go back and think about it. But that's where they were. One was going up and down while they were talking and kind of pushing or whatever he was doing. Austin and Hunter was in front. So where they're talking about grabbing bags, Hunter actually said that I grabbed his bag.
Right.
And then later on, he said that Austin threw the bag.
Okay.
Jeff also said the same thing. And so that's them both antagonizing. And we know under Texas law, I just have the fear that you're about to do something to me and you can get up out of here. Yeah, so you don't have to touch me. But at that point, he still stood there and stopped there. And whatever they say alleged was said, you don't know that until they get into it here. But once they did that, they start hitting them. Carmelo actually was able to back out and try to get away.
This is
So
all
he was
lies.
actually trying to get away the first time.
Saying, every bit of it.
Austin grabbed him, and you can see his hoodie coming out like this, and they brought him back in.
Okay.
And when they brought him back in, that's when you can see Austin put him in a headlock. You can see that all the rest of them are still
No
hitting.
headlock. None of that.
That must be when the poke happened, because he was able to get out again. He backed out. He looked to the right. That's where the other little kid was filming, because they got some cell phone footage too. But that's where he was filming. He looked directly at him.
So I'm going to stop this for just a minute because it just came across the phone, 7:37. It's 7:38 now. Anyway, they found Carmelo Anthony guilty today. And because of everything that's happened in this case and because of the riots that they think is going to happen, the judge went automatically to the sentencing phase. The sentencing phase also is done by the jury, and the jury can do anywhere from 5 years to life. And they just said that he's sentenced to 35 years in prison. Breaking news. 35 years in prison.
Oh my God, they've already went straight to the sentencing. Yeah, because
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony has been sentenced to 35 years in prison. A jury found Anthony guilty of murder in the death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf following a confrontation at a track meet. It took about 3 hours for deliberation. Anthony, now 19, was charged in the 2025 death of Metcalf. So there you go. He got 35 years. Anyway, let's finish listening to this guy. Everything this guy said is a lie.
Yeah, but he's been proven a liar now, hasn't he?
Wait till you see his history. You listen. This gets better than just him saying lies here.
Way to the left, he went down, he fell, and that's when they realized he was gone. So they were still punching. And when he fell, that's when they all turned around. They started chasing him. Austin tried to go chase him too, but he grabbed his chest. I guess he realized that something happened to him, and that's when he went down a little bit and he fell down. But all 3 of them were chasing. But Carmelo was so fast, he got away and went around to the coach.
Yeah.
And so you can see them on the video pointing toward Carmelo and the coach. And I can imagine, because Carmelo out of the camera on that moment, that he was telling the coach what happened. And then that's when Hunter said he whipped his head around. That's a true statement. He just wasn't sitting when he did. He whipped his head around. You see him on the video. And that's when he walked over to where Austin was, but he never touched him. So all that stuff about him rendering aid and holding his heart, he never did that, because the coach grabbed him and he was holding him. So at the end of the day, that's kind of where the moment went. But they did assault him, and we'll just play the game. Even if it was just a push, you still assaulted him.
Going to stop at nothing. Going to make up all these lies to make their guy look good.
Because it was unwanted. By your own definition and your word of him saying that leave me alone and I'm not going, you assaulted him, period. But they did beat him. And if you look at the not the photo
Crazy.
that Fox 4 put out, because that was one that they actually edited. I have the emails to prove it. But the actual Collin County one.
Now he's saying that Fox News edited the bruises off the guy, off of Carmelo Anthony. This is crazy.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Yeah. AI photos, I guess. AI photos.
Yeah, he's got quite the imagination, I tell you.
You can see the webs and stuff on his eye. You can see the bridge of his nose is swollen. You can see the webs under his neck. And so that's the reason why they edited the one from Fox and kind of airbrushed it. And you can see they put the locks of his hair that got taken out as well.
Wow.
That's a lie, because the news would never do that, because that would be their license.
Wow.
Wouldn't it?
It is right.
Wow. At some point, as Black folks, we have to stop embarrassing ourselves. Seriously. Seriously. I have secondhand embarrassment.
Secondhand embarrassment. That's funny.
I have secondhand embarrassment just listening to 5 minutes of just straight lies. How do you make stuff up like this? Like, seriously, did this guy sit down and write this story? Because basically everything this dude said, none of this stuff has been said during the actual trial, right? Now, who knows? Maybe the defense eventually will bring some witnesses, okay, who will, corroborate this story, right? This fairy tale these people made up. But we haven't seen that yet. And I don't think we're going to see it happen, right? 20 plus witnesses. None of them has said anything close to this at all, right? In regards to what happened. But again, the pro-blacks are latching on to anything, literally anything. Some random dude says this, right? And then you have individuals like Tariq Nasheed and also this white liberal as well, too, who's also not very smart, right? They're pushing this, right? They're pushing this. Listen to this. Staff member, right? Keep that in mind. Staff member saw a video of Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf speak. So this is what they're pushing, right? This is what they're putting out there.
Secret Service Sam here with an update from a staff member who saw the video of the Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf altercation. He says the video is very clear. You can even see the raindrops. You can see 4 boys walk up to Carmelo, who's under the tent minding his business. Now, there was 4 boys and a few others, he said. A couple of the others were distracting the coach while they jumped Carmelo. He said it was really in the rain delay. The twins and a few of their buddies, 4 of them and 3 other ones, one distracted the coach, and they surrounded Carmelo. A few seconds later, they jumped him. Austin pushed him. The twins were in the middle. They were all jumping Carmelo. Hunter said Carmelo threw his bag.
During the trial, the brother of Austin didn't even know Austin was confronting Carmelo until after Austin was even stabbed. So this is such a lie.
That is not true. Hunter grabbed his bag, but it shows they threw his bag away. And under Texas law, you just have to fear for your life. They start hitting.
That's not what Texas law says. You have to have a reasonable, right? A reasonable fear. You can't just say, I fear for my life, and therefore it's okay for me to kill somebody, right?
Yeah.
That's not how it works. You have to have a reason. Why are they leaving out that key word, right? Reasonable, AKA you have to actively be in a situation where a reasonable person would believe that their life is in danger.
Let's speed this up. Someone get to the part. I want to get to the part of the history of this guy right here. It's kind of crazy.
Sex offender, right? In fact, it is crazy, right?
Here we go.
So this guy right here, right? Their star staff member, right? Who claims that he's seen a video that nobody else has seen, by the way, right? Nobody has seen this allegedly very clear video that shows what happened, right? It shows Carmelo getting jumped. Turns out this guy is a full-blown registered sex offender, right? In fact, there's a whole article about this guy.
He's not even a high school staff member. This is crazy.
Listen, yeah, if he worked for the school and he's a registered sex offender, he ain't allowed to be around kids. Number one.
No. This is crazy.
Right. That defeats all credibility that he had, which I personally knew that this guy was full of shit when I first heard him talk. But now, Again, he's been exposed as a sex offender.
Frisco ISD in Texas has lost its entire mind. A second, not the first, a second registered child schmex offender has been found on the list of individuals who went to view a video of minors via open records request at Frisco ISD. And as a parent, you're not angry enough because no parents were notified of this. Some of you may remember my reporting from last year when I exposed Dwayne Morris Turner, or Morris Dwayne Turner, a man who considers himself an advocate in the circle of Carmelo Anthony supporters, if that tells you anything. Here he is. Yes, he is a registered schmex offender, a Smedo, and is on TikTok. As you can see, he's already been in trouble for not registering when he was supposed to. He also attempted to sue me for discriminating against him for his identity. And yes, he was a viewer of the video via open records request at Frisco ISD in Texas. The video shows footage from the time frame of when Carmelo Anthony poked Austin Metcalf in the heart. Austin Metcalf lost his life that day. However, the video has no evidentiary value since the incident itself cannot be seen in the footage. However, dozens of people, including myself, has seen the video via open records request, media passes, or through unique circumstances.
And this is the same guy that Tariq Nasheed is promoting, okay? And the pro-blacks are sharing as somebody that is credible, right? Let's read this. A little L man is facing a human trafficking charge after police say he drove more than 200 miles to pick up an Austin teen and then took the victim to a hotel to have sex with him.
The guy?
Yeah.
I don't think this guy is a high school staff member, right? I'm just saying, if a high school hired this guy, there's some big problems. Okay?
I don't think so.
A little L man is facing human trafficking charge after police say he drove more than 200 miles to pick up an Austin teen and took the victim to a hotel to have sex with him. The arrest affidavit for Morris Dwayne Turner, 45, states police responded to a missing child call around 1 a.m. March 30th. The victim's guardian said he had dropped the victim off at school the day before he had not returned home. The affidavit states the victim returned to school later that day and that another guardian was concerned he now had a cell phone and multiple hickeys on his neck.
Yeah.
Wait, what now? Hold on now. Again, we're talking about a child that appears to be a boy, right? A boy. Okay, let's finish. Police were able to interview the victim in April and noted he, quote, appeared to be afraid to speak truthfully about the events. The victim's guardian consented to have police search the home, and police was able to track contacts on the phone to Turner. After the interview, the victim told a guardian that he was being harassed by Turner and that Turner picked him up from school and took him to a Motel 6 in Cedar Park. The affidavit states police interviewed the victim around 2 weeks after the initial interview to provide more information. The victim told police that Turner traveled with Little Elm from Little Elm to Austin to pick him up and take him from Travis County to a hotel in Williamson County. The victim said he fell asleep after Turner tried to make sexual advances on him and that he felt he had been violated while he was asleep. Police say they Turner, who made several conflicting statements. Turner initially denied meeting the victim, then later admitted to doing so. He initially said he traveled to meet the victim during South by Southwest, then admitted to meeting the victim on March 29th. The affidavit states Turner admitted to taking the victim to his hotel and dropped him off at his school the following day. Turner was arrested September 15th on a felony charge of trafficking of persons and has been booked into the Denton County Jail. Online records state he has been held on a $100,000 bond. Yeah. So again, this happened back in 2017. Now, just so that everybody understands, this is the guy who claims that he saw a video of Carmelo Anthony get jumped by Austin Metcalf, right? Take a good look at his face. This is a picture straight from the Denton County website. We have registered sex offenders. Looks about the same to me, right? Looks like the same guy.
Basically, people's come out of the woodworks to try to defend Carmelo Anthony, come up with all kinds of lies, and then obviously everything they said was lies. So that's all I'm going to play of that. That was kind of crazy. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
Are you still there?
he traveled 200 miles. He traveled 200 miles just to go to see this kid. I don't know how they met. Did they meet online or something, on TikTok or something?
I guess what the point is this guy inserted himself into the Carmela Anthony case, had all this story, said that he went on news stations saying that he was part of the school, part of the high school staff. And there's no way he's part of the high school staff because in 2017 he got charged with trafficking. So there's no way that he was part of the high school staff.
No, well, he shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been. But, you know, there are things that happen. You know, I don't know whether they proved he's not or what. Did the school come out and say that, hey, this man does not work for us?
Listen.
Did they come out and say that?
This is what happened. He inserted himself in these newscasts. And listen, there's people, and we're part of that group. If we think somebody's off, we're going to try to see who they are and what they're about.
Yeah.
So he's going and getting in front of all these cameras saying this shit. Somebody starts digging on him and found out that he was a sexual assault.
Yeah, that's his fault. That's his fault. He inserted himself in this and told a bunch of lies, which was proven in court. You know, everything was proven in court. That everything he said, he was lying. Now, why do you want a guy like that speaking on behalf of families and falsifying things that never happened?
Listen, it never ceases to amaze me the people that actually try to get out there and get in front of the cameras and talk. They usually got something they're hiding.
Yeah, that's crazy why they would get out there and talk. People were like, hey, I don't want to be known as a sex offender. I'm not speaking out. Do you know what I mean? You'd like,
listen,
hey, okay, that was a one-off or something. It could have been a one-off, but it probably was not. He's a predator.
Listen,
in my opinion.
Even with the Jillian Veronica case, I had so many people calling me. Joel from hell, I can't remember his YouTube channel. It's pretty big, but I had News Nation call me. I wouldn't do interviews with them because I was there looking for the women. I could care less about getting on a freaking newscast. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to look for the women. My goal was not to be on the news, talk about it, or anything, and so I refused because that's not why I was there. I was there to look for the women. I wasn't there to get on the news, and that's the truth. But I had a lot of offers. Laura Ingle called me. Like so many people called me. Even, listen, I don't have a problem with Betty. You know, Bullhorn Betty. But somehow she got my number, messaged me. They wanted me to do a documentary. I never called the producer back. I wanted nothing to do with any of that. But there's people out there, they'll go from case to case just to get their nose in it and get their face on camera. It's sad. It's sad. They only do things because they want the recognition for doing it. That's sad.
Yeah, and how is that going? Not so well, is it?
I did see that a couple of YouTubers got arrested one got arrested at home in the Nancy case, Nancy Guthrie case.
Oh, yeah. I read about that. They've had enough of them. You know, whatever they're doing outside that house or looking or whatever, I mean, they must be doing something wrong to get arrested.
I think that I don't know. It that close, but it seems like to me that Pima County Sheriff's got something to hide, and he don't want them there, and so they'll beat that case. They'll beat that case.
Yeah, because if it's only that, you can't go ahead and just say, hey, you can't search. Anybody can really go to the desert and search, or, you know, as long as you're not bothering the neighbors and stuff and causing problems.
But it's not about that. There is a neighbor, and I'm not going to say her name, but there is a neighbor that complains that they're there. Okay?
Well, sure. Yeah, because there's a lot there. They just had about enough, you know.
But there's too many. There's other people. Listen, if I was in the situation, yeah, my neighbors would probably get mad because people's out there. But at least the YouTubers are keeping it alive and keeping people looking and keeping them on their toes. Like, I'm sorry that the neighbor feels like, you know, she don't like them in their neighborhood. Too bad. Too bad. Because it don't look like it's
keeping her,
going to solve it.
yeah, keeping her name out there. I mean, it's really, you know, there's lots of desert out there. I mean, she could be anywhere. I mean, absolutely anywhere. I mean, who knows? I think one day, because I really do believe she's not on this earth anymore, you know, but
I don't think they're ever going to find out who did it. They're never going to find a body. I don't think they will.
no, well, it's because of that sheriff that I guess he's probably just messed up from the get-go.
Yes, I think he fouled things up from the get-go and it just kept going sour.
Because he wouldn't allow other people in, and it should have been. I mean, they should have had other people in and get your resources and get going. You know what I mean? But
Right. Well, there's one lady that lives by Nancy Guthrie's house that is calling the cops 24/7, complaining. But that same lady gave two of them a water, or offered them a water yesterday. Same lady. And then they came and arrested them. And then I think Alex was at home when they came and got him. I don't even think he was in front of the Guthrie's house. I'm pretty sure he was at home. And then that 785, he was just given a citation. That Tucson 785, he was given a citation. I think some of them went a little too far. I agree with that. Listen, I'm not a JLR fan, okay? I never have been. And I feel like he goes too far. But there's also times where he asks the hard questions too, because it don't bother him. Hell, he's been sitting in the Pima County Sheriff's parking lot every day. A lot of people wouldn't do that.
No, but he does it for clicks and views. So there you go, because he's that type of person. People like that kind of stuff.
That's obvious, but you know what? There's people that follow him and they're diehard followers. I mean, look, he also went to Oklahoma. He went to Oklahoma to follow storms and got a helmet. You know, I mean, come on. He was going to be a storm trooper now. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the jack of all trades.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then he was at CrimeCom videoing that guy because he was talking about him and he's a woman abuser or something. Yeah, he's the same way, allegedly. You know, he's been accused in court of the same thing.
Yeah, and then he's accusing somebody that don't even have a girlfriend of what he was accused of. Listen,
yeah.
A lot of people do shit like that to take the focus off them, where JLR don't realize how stupid he actually looked.
And then he said he won in court. Then he said, I won. First round. Yeah, but you're still going to court, and there's going to be, well, I don't know what there's going to be. I think it's going to trial, isn't it? It's going to court. It's not been thrown out, has it?
Magnolia's got her own history. I mean, she accused the senator of raping her, and she was pregnant, and then she wasn't pregnant, and then she said she lied. So, I mean, listen.
This is what I'm saying. Listen, mental health is real. You get somebody like JLR because he's got problems, and then she's got problems, and there you go. They just don't go together. They just don't go together, especially if you've been drinking or something.
Yeah.
And then you have memory loss, and then you don't report it for days. I mean, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. So I want to address this, Tina King. That's why I showed you all that, because this is not about race, but they're making it about race. And there's so many that is making the Carmelo Anthony case about race. And this has nothing to do with race. It has to do with him stabbing another person and killing them. Nothing to do with race, but they're making it about race. Absolutely.
That's all they had was the race card. That's all they had was the race card. They incited people. They got, they got the money. They got the funds. They got him out of jail. And they were just, spreading rumors that they didn't even, they made up, right? They made up.
I was trying to find the clip because, like I said, he had a couple of MMA people come and training him how to fight. And maybe they were preparing him for prison. I don't know. But there was videos of these, and I can't even remember who it was that went there. But they literally went to his house in Texas while he was on house arrest and was training him how to fight. Now I can't find them clips anywhere. I looked everywhere today, cannot find them. And I know I watched
Oh my God. I don't think he needs any training. He did what he did. He was already there. I don't know what kind of kid he was. Was he a troubled kid? Did he get in lots of fights? I
No,
don't
they
know.
said that he was a good kid and he made good grades. They said Carmelo Anthony was a good kid and he made good grades.
Who said that? His mother?
Several people said that. Like when they dug into him, he had good grades and he was a good kid.
Yeah, but
That's
kids
what they
can
said.
snap because they keep it inside them.
Kids
You know what I
hide
mean?
shit. Listen, kids hide shit. Kids will do things until they get caught, okay? So this kid could
Yeah,
have been doing other
just
things
because
until he got caught.
your kids never got caught. Your kid never got caught. It doesn't mean, I mean, there's lots of kids you say, oh, I never thought he was like that. He was always so nice. You'd be like, you don't know what a person is really like. And bring a knife and stab him right in the heart. I mean, you stab somebody right in the heart, you know they're going to die. Come on.
Mm-hmm. You know, just to add to this, I'm going to put something in perspective here. You know, my granddaughter, she's 13. She's on the soccer team. She's on the wrestling team. She gets really good grades. Last night, it was about 1:30, 1:20. I was on TikTok, and a thing popped up. It was her TikTok, and it was her drinking Coors Light. I immediately just put, like, eyeballs in it because I couldn't say anything because I was so mad. I couldn't even believe it. So
Yeah, but where was she drinking it? At home or just at a friend's house? Where was she? Somewhere else?
Well, get this. She's at the U.S. Marshals, retired U.S. Marshal of 36 years house. She went to spend the summer with the grandpa. And they drink a lot. So they're drinking, and is she drinking off to the side? I don't know. I told my daughter today what I saw. And after I put the eyeballs in, my granddaughter erased it. But I know what I saw. I said, I don't know what's going on, and I really can't say anything. But she had Coors Light in her hand, and she did a video, and now it's gone. And she's a good kid, but she's obviously doing things behind people's back. Or are they too drunk that they're not seeing her drink? I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. But I wasn't happy about it. I was not happy at all. I couldn't even believe what I was seeing.
No.
He's saying
And
kids,
it's not good for kids to start drinking early because they become alcoholics and they get mental health and everything. Alcohol is not good. I would never let my fucking kids drink.
you
Never.
know, in Mississippi, you can drink as long as you have a parent there. And I think that's a bad idea. They also still have open containers. They still drive with open containers.
Parents can let their kids drink if they want to, but the thing is, it's not good and healthy.
You can't
It's
let
not
them
good and healthy.
You listen, even in your own house, that's contributing to the delinquency of a minor. It's against the law.
Well, yeah, it is.
But not in
Yeah.
Mississippi. I couldn't
Well,
have
here
anybody
in
under 21
Wisconsin,
drinking here. I could be charged. That's the law
you
here.
can take your kid to the bar and the bartender will serve you with the drink and you give it to them. How about
But
that?
in Mississippi, that's still contributing to the delinquency
Well,
of a
yeah.
minor here.
Yeah,
You
no
see,
matter
that's
what it
that's
is.
here.
I mean, you shouldn't do that. You just give them a good head start. You know what I mean?
Well, I told my daughter, because my granddaughter went there last year, and she told me that her step grandma was letting her drink. And I told my daughter before, now this is my oldest daughter, it's not her kid, it's the aunt. I told her, I said, I can't believe she's going back to her grandpa's, because last time she went there, she was drinking with your stepmom. She said, oh, no, that never happened. I said, well, why would she tell me that? And then I see that video last night with the Coors Light in her hand. Yeah, I wasn't very happy.
Pearls Light, ooh, but Pearls Light, but.
Well, you know, the other side of me, if it wasn't my granddaughter, would say, drink all the Miller Coors products you can, because that just raises our my husband works for Miller Coors, so. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why I said, but I don't like the beer. I'm just saying. I was like, ugh.
Absolutely.
There's not many beers I like. There's not many beers I like. I'm just like, I like beer, but it has to be a certain beer. I mean, they got that Mad Cow here. That's some good beer. If you like it.
I'm going to see if I can, I'm going to pull it up. See, See if anybody reported on that. Nope, still the stabbing. Because that
Why are you looking at
Here
that?
it is. Here it is. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. Oops.
I'll tell you what happened today at rest area while you're looking that up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sitting at my rest area, right? Minding my own business. And you know, the cars come and go. People open their trunks, they get some stuff out, they throw some trash out, right? And I'm not really paying attention, but I'm just looking, you know what I mean? And the car left. And I thought, what the hell's on that ground? It looked like a dead cat. It could have been a dead dog, but it was the size of a cat. And I went, that looks like an animal. And then the maintenance guy, you know, they were cleaning up, and he got his phone out, and he was taking pictures. He picked it up, and he threw the fucking thing in the trash. That guy threw away a dead animal and left it in the parking lots. Can you believe that?
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah, but it looked like a cat, but it could have been a dog. I don't know. But I was like, is that a dead animal? And before I was going to get up and go out there, but that guy was there. Yeah, and he took pictures and everything. I'm like, what the hell? You mean this person was right next to the trash, and he just left it on the road in the parking spot, right? He couldn't even throw it in the trash. He just left it on the road, you know, in the parking spot. I was like, oh my God, people do some crazy shit.
Yeah, they do. People throw their infants away. Are you kidding me? People
Yeah, he just threw it. Yeah, he just threw it there. And I was like, wow. I didn't see him throw it there because where he had thrown it was by the driver's passenger seat, kind of right there. So I didn't see him throw any, but I wasn't looking at him all the time until he drove. And I see, first of all, I thought, damn, you have to throw your trash out. I thought it was trash for a minute. And then I was looking, I said, no, that looks like an animal. Oh, and damn, I should have got my video out, but I wasn't fast enough. Yeah. But anyway, I was like, yeah, that's another thing I see today. I was like, oh my God. And you know what, with the housing, I had to email that lady, Lynn, because your animals have to be up to date with their vaccinations, but they also have to be neutered or spayed. I'm like, oh my God, my dog is not. Yeah, to live there, your dog's got to be neutered. I said, oh, that's another expense now. I don't even know if I'm going to get the housing yet. Yeah, you got to send it in with your application. You know, is your dog neutered? Yeah, got to get it neutered.
You're not going to breed your dog anyway. Why not get him neutered?
No, but what I'm saying is, I've got to go and pay to get him neutered now, $300 or whatever it's going to cost, right? I got to get him neutered now.
Oh,
and I'm like,
listen, you can call to some of the, oh shit, the people that
I've called some of them.
They get vouchers
some of them
for free neuters. You could probably get one.
Yeah, I was looking at the thing today for vouchers, but it was like in other states. I was looking for something around here, and I don't think they give you out vouchers, but anyway, it's going to be about nearly $300 no matter what.
A lot of rescue places get vouchers, so I would check with some rescue places. They'll probably give you a voucher. Tell them you can afford it. Income.
Yeah. So anyway, I just got to do that now. I was thinking, oh, I got to do that now. So there's another. And when I was on that briefing phone call the other day on Friday, we had to make a telephone call, and it was a group call in. There was like about 6 of us online all together. It wasn't a video one. It was just a phone call one. But to connect to it, right, it cost me $1 a minute. $1 a fucking minute it cost me. And we were online for an hour. $1 a minute.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and another guy was complaining because he said it wouldn't let him on his phone, wouldn't let him make that phone call. He had to go to his neighbors. He had to go to his neighbors and make the phone call. I said, yeah, because this is costing. I was thinking, why are they making people pay? So I mean, we have to pay $1 a minute. Yeah. I said, I should charge them. Oh, and another thing, you know, when I said, oh, I can still travel a little bit, you know what I mean? They can't tell me where to go and what, you haven't been in your house for 2 weeks or a month. Well, anyway, you know what with their rent? You can't pay by your bank card or anything like that online, rent. You have to write them a money order every month, and you have to put it in the box downstairs. A money order has to be cash only, money order or something like that. A cashier's check or a money order, but it has to be some form of cash. They don't want your bank account. You can't pay your rent from anywhere, wherever you are. I went, oh my God. So if I went anywhere, I'd have to be back in a month to pay my rent.
Yeah, or get a neighbor to drop it. Get it before you go and have a neighbor drop it in the box on the day. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, but anyway, there's a lot of restrictions. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ask Christopher. He was living in that Section 8 type housing. He'll tell you. It's crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, I was like, damn. Yeah.
I want to see if I can find it where they released it that he's getting 35 years.
Life sentences.
Yeah.
And you need to give a long sentence to show that we don't tolerate senseless violence here in Colorado.
Okay, well, that's not it.
Should say about their own child that's just been.
We did convert it.
17 and a half.
Okay, hold on.
By his family. So perhaps it's just a scheduling timing thing. Maybe they're in the bathroom.
Yes.
And Bree, coming up with a verdict is a very different situation than coming up.
There were no other hearings. There was essentially very little court held, I guess maybe just emergency situations. And I think for that reason, because that was the decision that was made by the Collins County judges, that there had to be some measure of, we have to move this a little bit more quickly because we can't indefinitely shut down this courthouse, right? We're a gigantic county. There are many, sort of in the existence of parole law. I think courts have really recognized that they don't want that for jurors. They want people to continue to come back for jury service. And so they do offer things like that.
Of course, we will keep you updated on what we are seeing. With that, I will send it back to you guys, Clarice and Sean.
All right, Amelia, thanks. Right now we're going to bring in Allison Richardson, who
I guess I'm not going to say it, but you see it on there. Anthony sentenced to 35 years.
But I am also crying and sorry for the family that just lost Carmelo. Want to go with your family and live so you could be safe and feel safe. And of course, nobody's safe everywhere, but you know, their desire to send a statement in this particular case makes sense. But I am stunned that we didn't hear anything about the fact that he was 17. His brain, his prefrontal cortex is not full.
Emotions are very high.
Oh my God.
People have very deep-rooted opinions.
Very strong opinions.
Yes. And
Oh.
they're not going to change on either side.
I hate that when they say that.
These are the kinds of moments,
What are they
though,
doing here? I'm trying to get to this lady.
At the Collin County.
You know, Mr. Metcalf's family is going through, you know.
Okay, I give up on
the
that.
circumstances,
I give up on
Clarice.
it. I agree, Murphy. They're all full of shit. Every one of them's full of shit. Well, this
That's like somebody's
black
walking.
and yellow, I don't care. He committed murder, and I think they got it right. So that's where I'm at with that. So the next thing I was going to cover is, you know, we cook all the time outside on our Traeger all year long. And I came across something positive for Oklahoma. I was going to play it. It's about barbecue sauce and smoking and using barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce back in the day was not made the way it's made now with corn syrup.
No.
And a lot of people think of barbecue, they think of Kansas City. St. Louis. Well, a couple of the barbecue sauces that still are made originally the way they were are right there from Oklahoma. And I came across that today. So on the way out, that's what I was going to share. So as soon as we wrap up here, then I'm going to talk about that, and then we're going to get off of here. So everything else is going okay?
You told, oh, me?
Yeah. Everything else is going okay?
Yeah, tomorrow I made an appointment with the vets to make sure that he's up to date with his shots. So he's gonna get his shots done just to make sure. I think he's one, and he might need the rabies again because once you have the rabies, you have to have it again every 2 or 3 years or something like that.
Right.
So
yeah, you want to
I'm
keep
just
him up
making
on the shots for sure.
Yeah. So I'm just
Wait,
making
let's
sure
get
he's
the
up to
dog
date with
first.
his shots. So I'm doing that tomorrow. And then, oh my God, you know what? I didn't even, I might have known, but I didn't really care. Listen, I got to get a license for the dog. And I told him, I said, hey, I travel around, why do I need a license? I live in my van. I told him. And they go, I said, so, you have to have a license because you live in, I says, I travel around in my van. So it's hard to have a license. Well, anyway, the license, if your dog is neutered, it'll cost you $20 for the year. And if he's not neutered, it'll cost you $25.
It's 30 years. It's 30 years just for a city license, and that's what you're talking about. You got to have a city license.
Yeah, it is 20, but if your dog get neutered, it's 25. So I got to get that because I have to send that in as well to housing that you got a license and everything. Right. Like now I got a license. So with this, and you have to take your shot records there before they give you a license. So on Thursday, I'll be going down.
See, my vet, you get the license, you fill out the paperwork from the vet, and they give you the license right there. That's how they do it here.
Well, you have to get it from the city. So I'll get the information from the vets saying he's up to date. Thursday, take it down there, and then when I'm down there, I'll post the rest of my application that I got to hand into housing down there. I'll do it all in one day because I've got it all now. I've got all my documentation that I need. And he's not going to be neutered right now, but as long as he is before you get offered one or something. So I still got plenty of time. Actually, I've made an appointment for the 17th to have him neutered. But that's the 17th.
I think that's a good thing to have him neutered.
Yeah, I've already made an appointment. But in the meanwhile, I'm just going to look around to see if I can get a voucher or get it cheaper and everything. But I've already made an appointment.
Yeah. I would check around because there's usually, like I said, a lot of the rescue places, if you call them, call a rescue place and say, listen, I'm trying to get this housing and I got to get my dog neutered and I don't have the money. And they'll help you. They probably have a voucher for you to get him neutered.
Yeah, I'll call around a few and ask them.
So I went to the doctor on Friday over my skin cancer. And the doctor flew in. I thought he was from Iowa, but he flew in from South Dakota. He goes all over the world for cancer, skin cancer. Well, he immediately cut this spot off my arm, this big old knot that was up here. He did several biopsies. And then he froze 3 spots on my face. And so I got these big old blisters on my face. Oh, my God, they're draining. They hurt so bad. Oh, my God, I'm so miserable.
Oh my God.
My hand, I've been washing like I'm supposed to, and it's got yellow pus in it. So I don't know. Just falling apart. But damn, I've been sore. Sore as hell. This one spot, I had a big old cancer spot above my lip, and he froze it with that shit. My lip swelled up. When Rick got home from work, I went out there and said, don't piss me off because I'll tell the cops you hit me. My lip was all swollen. Tell him you did this to me. It's all your fault, man. Yeah, I've been miserable, but I figure I could probably got about another week of this. But he will be setting up. There's several spots that he knows for a fact is going to be skin cancer, but for insurance to cover it, he has to do the biopsy and wait for the biopsy to come back.
Yeah, you always have to confirm first.
Absolutely.
Mm.
That's
Oh,
what
damn.
they know how I'm doing. Listen, I'm a cranky ass bitch anymore. Let me tell you, I hurt so bad. I have a very
You
high.
are so bad, you ain't got time to be cranky. You ain't got time because the pain is too much.
I know. Well, see, Rick called me earlier because I've been in a lot of pain. He said, "You still doing your live tonight?" I said, "I don't know. I'm going to try." But listen, I've been taking
Take
some
your mind off it.
Tylenol. I told him I didn't want any pain medicine, so I've been using the Tylenol. And listen, I bought 1,000 caplets of Tylenol, so it's going to last me. But I
You should have just got the pain medication.
No, because pain medication, it just makes me feel, I get dizzy and I want to throw up. I've never had.
Oh, does it? Is it that bad? Are you allergic to it? Well, find something you're not allergic to then.
I'd just rather not.
Oh.
I'll just tough it out. But yeah, it sucked. So I've been
Well,
trying
the
to.
sickness will take away the pain. You know,
Well,
just take away the pain.
listen, your body has natural endorphins. Is
Yes.
important. So I try to use
That's
that
like me.
if I want. Oh no, I've been.
I can't take aspirin or anything like that. I'll be sick as a dog. I'll feel sick as a dog. I'll be like, oh, I'm allergic to aspirin, man. Don't give me aspirin ever. Not for nothing.
So yesterday,
Oh, my
I
God.
slept most of the day yesterday, and I got up. I forgot that I had, even though I got this big old damn bandage on my hand. I said, "Oh shit, I got dishes to do." Before I knew it, I had my hand in the water. Jesus Christ! I mean, they told me not to get it wet for 2 weeks, and here I just. So I just finished the dishes because I had already got it wet.
Oh, well, you shouldn't. You should really not, because, you know, soapy water and shit like that, dirty soapy water.
I immediately washed it. Yeah, it's got some green shit in there. I was in there with the
Oh,
Q-tip.
my God.
You can't put anything on it.
No,
So-
you got to keep it dry. You got to keep it dry and wrapped, didn't you? Keep it
Well,
dry and wrapped. Or keep it moist and wrapped. I don't
The
know.
medical assistant, she forgot he did a biopsy on my back. And she's like, "Well, where's the other one?" I said, "On my back." I'd bled all over the table. She said, "Oh, sorry." Anyway, she put this one on my hand and she said, "Don't take it off for 2 weeks." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, do not take it off for 2 weeks." Well, this ain't my first rodeo. I know that the next day you're supposed to wash it with soap and put new thing on there. So I've been doing that. I've been washing it, doing like I said, like it's supposed to. But yesterday I did stick it in that damn dish soap. It was a bad idea.
Damn. Yeah, you got to use one hand. You got to try to use one hand only. Or is it on both hands?
It is. I've got some on the other hand, but this one was that big old raised. It was a sore, and then I thought it had some pus in it, and I stuck a needle in it, and it really went up. He said that me sticking the needle in it did not do that. It's just a fast cancer, and so he just they stuck these needles in and numbed all these places, and he just cut that sucker off. He's still going to have to do the mole surgery where he goes in and kills all the skin and keeps going down. But he did get that knot off of there. But damn, it hurts. All of them hurts. But one on my lip, probably because I can't keep my damn mouth shut. But that one on my lip really hurts.
Yeah, you gotta talk, be a tranquilist. What do you call them? You know.
Yeah, well, that ain't happening.
Talk without moving your mouth, your lips.
I have to talk in my sleep too. Shit.
Oh, you can't stop talking. You're gonna have to tape it shut.
Wait a minute. You were telling me to stop talking? Come on, Journey. Come on.
Well, just trying to help you out. Maybe we'll stitch your lips together. We'll stitch your lips together so you can't talk.
You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I mean, right?
I know what you mean.
I know.
God, everybody's saying that now. They must have heard me.
Yes.
I'll be like, you know what I mean? Every time I listen to something, you know what I mean? I'm like, everybody says it.
You rubbed off on all of us. You know what I mean?
I did. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm up by the Dells right now. I'm up by the Dells. I went to visit a state park again today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I put the pictures up on Murphy's channel.
Let me see here.
We had some. I went to the historic. It was only a small little park. It wasn't very big, but it was historic. It was to do with the native Indians, and so it was historic landmark. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I said, "Ooh, very nice." Yeah, they had the molds up, the wooden beams all around and everything. Pictures of, how it used to be. Yeah, and I was like, oh.
Okay, let's pull it up. Let's see what you got here. Let's see what she's got. Hey, official.
And I did some videos. And I did a couple of videos too. I let Murphy off his leash because it wasn't like a wildlife thingy there. You know what I mean? But there was nobody there, and it was spacious. So I said, well, while I'm up here, I'll let you off your leash, and you can run for a minute, get some energy out.
Was it some shorts that you did, Journey?
I did some shorts. Yeah, they were shorts. And then the pictures are up on my post, community page.
Okay, here we go.
State Park in Wisconsin. These molds, these are historic to the Native American.
I had to walk up that hill. I was like the dog.
It's good exercise.
Not used to walking up hill.
I do this while I'm here. Are you gonna read it to us?
You can read it. Yeah, Native Indians, Native people.
Official, I was just saying I'm really sore, really bitchy, but I'm waiting for the doctor to come back with the results, which we already know it's going to be cancer, and then I'm going in for surgery again. So
let's go.
I'm going to
You
get
just go outpatients, right?
Yeah, to be outpatient. Yeah.
Yeah.
He found several spots, but he said that if he did them all, it would put my body into trauma.
Yeah, you'd be in shock, man. That's too much
so
trauma.
So many. You can only do so many of them at a time. He said he's going to start with the big ones first. Too fast. Faye says you need to read it to us because you went too fast.
I know, but if you wanted to read it, you have to stop the video and read. I did take some pictures.
Listen, lady. You realize on a short you can't stop it? Oh, I guess you can. Why can't I ever stop it on my shorts? I've tried to stop several shorts and can't stop them. Okay.
Well, it's you really need a big TV or something maybe to read it. But when I do a short, it cuts off some of the video. Do you know what I mean? It cuts it off a little bit.
Yeah. The people that's been around the channel, they know what Listen Lady is. Listen, lady. Oh, Michelle. Listen, lady. Let's see here. And you said that you said on your post. Okay, let's see here.
That's the park.
Is that
You know.
Allen State Park?
Yeah, what it says.
What it says. I think you should have read it to us. Come on now.
No, I wasn't going to sit there and read it. I was sweating. I mean, it was so humid today. The sweat was dripping off me. I was like, holy crap.
I will
put my
tell you
bikini top on.
Faye did drop your link in the chat if anybody wants to go look. Please, if you have not subbed and subscribed to Murphy's Travels or Faye Loves
Thank
Nature.
you.
Please do.
Yep. Yep. Subscribe to anybody that's got a channel. Support them.
Please share your channel. If you're in here and you have a channel, please share it so that people can go check out your channel. We had somebody come in. I don't know who it was. Did you see that person that came in?
Who?
Said I sounded stupid. Well, if I sound stupid, you don't got to come here. Listen, I don't make anybody.
No, I'm not reading the comments because, I'm on my phone.
Listen, I even think I sound stupid, so it's okay.
I can't even reply to messages on my phone.
Well, I can't listen to
I can't
myself.
reply.
So I get it.
Yeah.
So like that, whoever came in and said that, listen, you're not telling me anything I don't know. I can't even stand to listen to myself talk. So there.
No, I hate to listen to myself too. That's why I was saying, oh, I got to listen to my voice. I hate listening to my voice. I hate it.
Back in the day when you had answering machines and I'd have to call and check my messages and I'd have to listen to myself on the answering machine, I'd say, damn, Rock, you sound so stupid. So I get it.
You sound so stupid. Why do you have to talk that way? You sound stupid.
That's right. Hell no.
That's
Hell
right.
no.
I
Okay,
mean,
so
the people we listen to, all the channels that I listen to, and I'm thinking, oh my God, but some for entertainment purposes only that I listen to them.
I'm going to tell you guys what I did.
So I'm like, oh my God, but I like listening to it, but it's just like, oh, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean?
So I did this thing. It was a casting call, and it was for the Grizzlies basketball. And it was Grandma and Grandpa's, and it was supposed to be little skits. And so I did. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe I'm repeating this. So I did the casting call, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they messaged me today because I haven't been responding after I did the casting call. And it says, hey, and it says my name. I've been texting you to schedule your next open call. We'd like to see you on Tulsa King, Dexter, Last of Us, or Free Burt. Please let us know when we can contact you.
What are you casting for?
Well, I just told you. It's for the Memphis Grizzlies. It was little skits that they do in between at the basketball game, in between, like when there's a timeout and stuff. And so I did that casting call.
Oh.
And I guess they like me, and they've been messaging me like 15 times a day. Hey, I texted you earlier about having you attend this virtual other open call tomorrow. And then it says times, hey, I still have time today. Can you give me a call back? Like they're just blowing my phone up, but I ain't responding.
Oh my God!
After I did
do it.
Now that they want me, I don't want to do it.
Oh, come on! Don't be a chicken. Do it. Just do it.
I didn't even tell Rick I did it. It's so funny.
Listen, do it and film yourself. All right.
That's right. Real friends.
We want to listen to it.
Look stupid by themselves.
We want to listen to your foolishness. We want to listen to your foolishness.
Oh, listen, I could do it. Listen, I obviously did really good in my virtual open call that they keep calling me back.
Well, just do it then. Go on, do it.
Listen.
Don't apply for something you don't want to do.
Did I not just tell you about this big old thing? Listen, I've never had fever blisters, but imagine a fever blister 10 times. That's what's on my lip right now, where they burnt that damn.
Oh, right. That's probably what's stopping you now, because you got something wrong with your face. What a mask on or something.
I did the open call last Thursday. And they said they would let me know. Now they're blowing me up, but I don't want to talk to them because I got this big old sore on my lip.
I know, but you're only talking to them. It make no difference. You don't sound different to me.
I can feel it.
I know you can feel it. But
I can tell that I sound different because it's swollen and I can tell that I'm talking different. You don't think I am?
Yeah, but not that much different. No, it's not like you're slurring your words or anything, or anything like that, and dribbling. You feel it, but you're not sounding as bad as you feel. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well. My luck, they're gonna want me to do a FaceTime, and I'll be like, not today, not tomorrow. I need about 10 days, okay?
No, well, you just tell them. Just do it over the phone. You say, hey, I just had surgery on my face and everything, and my lips swollen. You know, explain to them.
I'm gonna tell them that Rick beats the shit out of me, and I'm emotionally not stable right this moment. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I thought it was funny.
No.
He didn't think it was funny when I told him.
No, you sound like that guy now that we just heard. That black guy talking about that shit. He said.
That's right. That's right.
What do you want us to do? A donation, a fundraiser for you?
No. Okay, so play this. I skipped to the part where it gets to the Oklahoma. But anyway, it's talking about barbecue sauces and why your meats aren't turning out right. It's because they put corn syrup in barbecue sauce now. But check this out. Here we go. So I skipped. You can see I skipped all the way to here.
Baltimore industrial chemistry. Before I show you the authentic brands that actually earn your trust, hit subscribe. We upload several videos every week. Now let's talk about the brands that still understand barbecue is about tradition and craftsmanship, not industrial chemistry. Number 5, Head Country Original. Head Country started in 1947 when Uncle Bud Head created a simple recipe during his Navy service. After the war, Bud returned to Osage County, Oklahoma, and sold his sauce in local feed stores to farmers who understood real flavor. In the 1970s, Danny Head, Bud's nephew and an oil field worker from Ponca City, bought the recipe. In 1980, Danny quit his oil job to produce this sauce full-time in a converted World War II barracks. The recipe hasn't been altered once since.
So that is an Oklahoma-based company right there. And the next one is, and then I'll stop it. There's only 2 that was from Oklahoma. There's only 4 that's actual barbecue sauce, the original barbecue sauce. The rest of them are fakes.
1947, not even for cost savings. Here's what makes Head Country different. They never changed Bud's original recipe. Not once, in 77 years. Read the ingredient list: tomato puree, sugar, vinegar, salt, Worcestershire mustard seed. That's it. That's been the list since 1947. No corn syrup, no preservatives, no artificial anything.
That's
Brush
British.
Head Country on ribs and watch it caramelize properly. Beautiful glaze, no burning, no bitter coating. That's what real barbecue sauce does under heat. The smoke flavor in Head Country comes from actual condensed wood smoke, not the synthetic guaiacol compounds in corporate sauces. Real smoke, condensed from real wood, then added to the sauce. It's the difference between smoking a brisket and spraying liquid smoke on hamburger. This is authentic Oklahoma barbecue style, not Texas harsh mesquite, not Carolina vinegar bite. Oklahoma balances sweet, heat, and smoke, so you taste the meat first and the sauce second. Works on brisket, ribs, chicken, doesn't fight any of them. Head Country has remained family-owned and independent, while every brand around them sold out to conglomerates. That's not an accident. That's a choice.
Head Country is from
Number 4,
Oklahoma.
Billy Sims, Oklahoma Original. Billy Sims won the 1978 Heisman Trophy, played in the NFL, then came home to Oklahoma and couldn't find store-bought sauce that matched what he grew up eating. So he made his own. He's been personally involved in every recipe adjustment since the brand launched in 2004. This isn't celebrity marketing. Sims didn't slap his name on existing industrial sauce. He developed this because corporate barbecue sauce wasn't good enough for his table. Read the ingredients: tomato paste, brown sugar, vinegar, soy sauce, spices. No high fructose corn syrup. No corn syrup, period. Gluten-free recipe using real soy sauce for depth instead of artificial umami compounds. Brush Billy Sims on ribs and watch proper caramelization. Thick enough to cling during smoking, thin enough to penetrate the bark. Beautiful glaze instead of burnt coating. And Sims
Anyway,
could have
there
licensed
is
his name to
2 barbecue sauces right there in Oklahoma.
Yeah, but is it only sold in Oklahoma? Like some
No,
some
it's sold-
places that you won't even get it.
It's even sold
What is-
overseas. Both of them were sold overseas even. No, there's
Yeah, but what's it called? What's it called?
Well, one of them was Heads, one was Billy's. Hold on, I'll pull it back up. This one here is.
So if you go to the barbecue department in the store, look for Billy's or Bob.
Yep, it should be there.
Thick enough to cling during smoking.
This Billy's.
He developed this because corporate
Billy
barbecue
Sims,
sauce wasn't good enough for
and
his taste.
then
Here's what makes
his
Head
head.
Country different. They never changed Bud 80. Danny quit his oil job to produce this before Bud returned to
There you
Osage
go,
County,
Head Country.
Oklahoma, and sold his sauce in local feed stores to farmers who understood real flavor.
Head Country and Billy's.
In the 1970s, Danny Head
There you go. Little Oklahoma history there. Let's see.
Well, there you
here.
go.
It says, I just saw that Carrie Moody is going to talk about the Kansas moms on Thursday. Is there really anything new? Well, she ain't reported on it in over 6 months, so I don't know. Who knows what she's going to say?
We got a new case that was it's in trial now, a pro se in the same court as Darrell Brooks was in. And I was thinking, ooh, I'd like to have gone down there, but I got the dog, so I'm not leaving him. But he's pro se, and they're having a hell of a job with him. He's going off at the judge. He's not agreeing with the defense. He's going crazy. He's accused of murdering his girlfriend or his wife and disposing of the body in a fire pit and everything. Yeah, he's going down. He's going down. He's a lunatic in court.
I thought Carrie Moody quit doing this and she's doing her horse thing or whatever that she's getting her people to buy.
Yeah.
Build a ranch or whatever.
Oh. What? Oh.
I can't even.
She got time. Her other jobs come first. You know, YouTube is her second her second life. You know what I mean? She has a life.
Yeah, because she's called Summit Ridge Ranch now. I mean, like I said, she don't even do any of this no more.
And she had quite a following, didn't she? You know, people don't come up on my feed much anymore because probably if I don't watch them and haven't seen them for a while, I don't see nothing anymore. You know, I'm like, what the hell? Where did they go? Where did these people go? But,
Right.
you know, they disappear, don't they?
See that at because I don't see anything scheduled. I don't know. I don't see anything scheduled. Looks like just her horse stuff to me. I don't know. Who knows? So Dano says Billy Sims is one of the greatest running backs ever. Knee cut his career short. His knee cut his career short. Well, I guess he's got. Oh, he played for the Detroit Lions. Well, he's got some hellacious good barbecue sauce. It seems like.
Yeah.
Why now?
He's doing good sales with that.
Yep.
I mean, if he's doing international, he must be doing pretty good. You're selling the international because, you know, international, to do anything international, it costs you quite a bit. It has to be good.
You know, I was gonna say, now all them motions that Tad's attorney filed, they're gonna hear on the 19th. So, I mean, I don't know. If I was her, I wouldn't do one until after the 19th till you see how them motions go. But that's me. Who knows? I don't
We should
know.
do another one.
Maybe listen. Maybe the horse thing isn't making any money. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
What
Who
does she
knows?
do with the horses? She got a horses stable or what?
She started her own whatever, her own horse thing.
Stables.
Say it.
Training. Stables. Whatever.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah, but
anniversary.
that's working. It's like living on the farm.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcester sauce. That's
Worcestershire
British.
sauce.
We used to use that for everything in the cooking and everything. It's real good shit, and it's been around a long time.
We
See,
use
we got to
it.
get back to the basics. Get back to the basics. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? All this shit they keep bringing out. You say no. You got to get the real shit. Make your own. Get the real shit.
Let me see. So today also was when Morton County was doing that sheriff recall. That vote was today. Wonder what.
They had a vote recall.
Yeah, for the sheriff in Morton County. Let's see if we can see if they've had anything new on it.
What do you mean? They contested it, or someone said it was fake or fraud,
No,
or
they're trying to get rid of that sheriff because all that methamphetamine ended up gone, and
and he won, but they don't want him in. So how did he get in? If
hold on.
nobody wants him in, how did he get in?
He
Who
got
voted for him?
whoa, hold on. He got
Okay.
elected, but now since then, people's been faking their timesheets. Some methamphetamines ended up missing. A lot of things.
Since he's been in.
Since he's been in. So. What is this? Let's see here. Tuesday, June 9th.
Because once you get somebody in, it's freaking hard to get them out. That's the problem.
That's why they're doing a recall. That's
Yeah.
not what it's about, though.
Oh.
That's a different thing.
But still, it costs money, and it's a lot of time consuming. And once you vote somebody in, you better have some good bloody reason to get them out, or have a revote.
The county commission already stopped paying the undersheriff and the 911 operator. They cut their funds to pay them because of all this stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
911 operators?
Mm-hmm. There's just one.
Oh, they only had one. What kind of town is this? A fucking hillbilly town?
It's a Kansas town. It's Morton County, Elkhart, Kansas.
What, where you only need one operator, 911 operator?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got to sleep. You must have two because you got, shift work. How does that work?
Yeah, I don't see anything new on that boat. So I don't know what that boat's. I don't know which way it's going or anything. I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Well, how did your I was watching the weather with what's the name, Max, and the tornadoes and the winds were in Wichita, Kansas. How did that go? You had a lot of 60 mile per hour winds.
It was actually in Salina, and it was 113 miles an hour.
It got up to 113 because when I was listening, I didn't listen to them all the time because we didn't really have any around here.
Right.
But we're getting them tomorrow. It's tomorrow night, or this is where the tornadoes are coming our way again. They're going to start hitting, so they say.
Yeah, we got bad weather coming too. Look at this. This is Wrangler. Kirsten posted, my husband graduated from his 12 steps tonight. Congratulations, Wrangler. And there's an updated picture of Wrangler. Look at that. That's from last night.
Congratulations.
He looks good.
Yeah.
Really good. I'm sure getting to see his kids really makes a difference too. Let's see here.
Well, yeah, and you're away from the evilness. Do you know what I mean? That's causing the problems.
Oh, yeah. I told him I wouldn't go back to the Panhandle. You need to stay as far away from there as you can.
Yeah, you just make a new life somewhere else.
This is
That's
from my country rap. A lot of people's going after Upchurch. It's crazy. He got arrested today on a simple assault that supposedly happened 3 months ago. It's just people trying to get a
What
ride.
is wrong with him? What happened with him again? He got. Did he get fined $300 million or
No,
$1 million?
17 million. 17 million.
17 million. Well, he'll contest that, but what the hell did he do?
Yeah,
He's stupidness.
He said that Kylie Rodney wasn't real, and then when he got a cease, he still didn't stop, and they sued him and they won. So this Gazette.
I don't know how much money he's got. I don't know how much money he's worth, but you know, he had a lot of followers. But I mean, plus his music. I mean, why did he start getting into this bloody crime shit? Do you know what I mean? That's his downfall.
Well, you don't know how Upchurch started. He started with YouTube before he was ever
Yeah,
a musician. So he's
yeah. A lot of people start with you, but what I'm saying is, he was like into his music and everything. Why did he put his nose into this crime and make silly comments like that? You know, I'm just wondering.
okay. This is Derek Red Glasses guy, Gazette 56. He said he was live. The special election to recall Sheriff Thad Earls was held today, June 9th. Voting took place at Morton County Courthouse and Rolla Activity Center. Official results are not expected immediately. There's a good chance no final announcement will be made tonight. This is an open space for respectful decision while we wait. Please keep comments civil. Let's see if we even had any comments on here. Nope, no comments.
Well, at least no comments, because they're probably not letting people comment.
Well,
Well,
listen,
people don't want to leave comments because they don't want their name involved. You know what I mean? They might get some backlash from it. You know?
right? Today is election day, which we knew that. Whether you support keeping the current sheriff or believe a change is needed, your vote matters. This decision will directly affect public safety, county leadership, and how Morton County moves forward. That's true.
Yeah. People's got to be able to trust. You know, you lose your trust in people.
Here it says, Morton County Sheriff Thad Earls has filed a lawsuit against Morton County Attorney David Thompson and the Morton County Board of County Commissioners, seeking court intervention in the ongoing dispute over the operations of the sheriff's office. The petition filed December 22nd, 2025, requests a declaratory judgment of a writ. That's old. That's from December. There is a lot of tension there. I'm not reading all that. You guys can go read it if you want to. But there it is. There it is.
Read it. Read it. Read
No,
it.
I'm not. Listen, for one, I'm not reading his shit.
I'm just joking.
She ain't no farmer. I had them today. We got to 60 and warnings got rain. We needed last 15 minutes. Salina got hit really hard with that 113 mile an hour wind. A lot of trees.
Well, yeah, that's going to be tornado weather.
Thank you for congratulating Wrangler.
Yeah, congratulations, Rangela.
Yep. Seems like things are going good for Wrangler, the kids, and Veronica's dad. Everything's looking good. So glad to see it. Glad to hear
That's
it.
the main thing.
I'm glad that Wrangler's got a good relationship with Clint. That's a plus.
Yeah, you got to move forward and you got to make your life.
Absolutely. It's better for the kids if everybody gets along. So,
yeah,
for sure. You know, I do believe when you have a death, some people get blamed when they necessarily might not have, should have been blamed. And so, with that said, now, what do I got going on here? Hold on. Shit, Facebook was still playing. I hope I was the only one that could hear that.
No, I could hear music and everything. I didn't know what, I thought you were, I don't know what you were doing. I could hear the music.
Oh, I thought it was on Facebook, but I wasn't because it was still going. All right. Well, I suppose we will go live Thursday. I think we'll talk about these data centers. I had clipped some stuff today. Actually, I want to show you guys this. Let me pull it up real quick. If you get a chance, go watch Tommy G on the. I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see it, and then I'll share it too. Because we'll go over that come Thursday. Because them data centers are nothing good. They're not good. I'm going to share his link in the chat for you so that you can go there. It's pretty good what he did on this. I plan on going over it Thursday. It's the data centers again. But he's got a whole clip here. How long is this? 30 minutes? 34 minutes. Talking about the data centers and things you should be watching out for. So, and everybody should be concerned about these data centers because they're going up everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Also, June is Men's Mental Health Month. So, don't be afraid to talk to someone about it if you're having some bad thoughts or you just need to talk to someone.
Call 988. 988 if you're in distress and you have suicidal thoughts.
You know, isn't June, for some reason I thought June was Rainbow Month too.
I think they banned the rainbow.
No, they did.
I'm talking about another rainbow, like the rainbow flag and stuff for gay people.
Eagle, Stars, and Stripes.
Pride Month. I'm talking about we're done with Pride Month, okay? With the rainbow.
I have been quiet lately, but trying to get over it. I got royally screwed over by someone I trusted to listen. That always hurts the worst when it's somebody you actually trusted. I get it.
You got screwed?
She did, yeah. Charlotte Ohata for governor. She wants a moratorium on the data centers in Kansas. It's crazy. I need to read up on them. I need to read up. I don't even know who all's running for governor. I've not been on top of it like I should have been, for sure. I've not been on it.
Right. You know, these things in between running for president or anything, the most important part is all these elections and voting people in are the most important part. That's the most important part. You got to keep up with that. You got to show up. If you can vote and you can vote who you want, you got to show up.
Yep.
It's work. It's
Can't
work.
vote about it if you're not voting, that's for sure.
That's right. You got to get out and vote.
That's right. All right. Well, I'm going to play this song for Men's Mental Health, and we'll see everybody Thursday. Eagle, Stars, and Stripes. Keep your head up. Not everybody's bad, but sometimes you get across these people that will just royally screw you. And
yeah.
And most of the time, it's people that you never thought would have did it to you. I get it. That's hard to get over.
Yeah.
And what did they have to gain by screwing you over? That's the other thing. What did they gain by screwing you over?
They get a pleasure out of it. That's what they get.
Listen, a lot of times it's people
Pleasure
that
out of it.
somebody gets jealous of you and they just want to screw you over because they got jealous.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
they're jealous and they just want to see you miserable.
Yeah.
Right?
Misery enjoys company.
That's what they say.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up, Dernie, as always. Much love to you. Much love to the chat. I think I've talked enough. Yeah, hurt people too. That's right. All right, so
Night chat. See you on Thursday.
I do feel like it's usually jealousy that causes somebody to screw somebody else over. I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever in their head.
That's
they probably
sad.
got mental health themselves. That's what it is. They're not happy themselves and they have to make everybody else miserable.
Or they want what you got and they get jealous.
Yeah.
Listen, yes, I love it. Chat. We're out of here. I'm going to play this song. We'll see you guys Thursday. Much love.
Night, everybody.
He's been carrying the weight of the whole wide world. Hey, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. patient. Hope can start a chain reaction. One phone call, one honest word can change a life that's never been heard. You don't have to wear that armor every day. Real strength is finding a better way. Hey brother, you're not alone tonight. There's a million of us standing in the light. It's okay to talk, it's okay to feel. Sometimes the strongest thing is keeping it real. Raise 'em up high, let the whole world know. Every heart gets heavy, every river gets low. We're breaking the silence, letting healing grow. Hey brother, you're not alone. Let's go! Put your boots on, take one more step. You've made it through every hard day, yeah. The world is better with you around. Stand up tall, feet on the ground. Hey brother, you're not alone tonight. We're gonna lift each other to the morning light. It's okay to talk, it's okay to feel. That's the kind of strength that's truly real. Raise 'em up high, let the whole world know. Love gets louder when compassion shows. We're stronger together than we'll ever know. Hey brother, you're not alone. Let's go! Yeah, love louder. Stand side by side. No man left behind tonight. Hey! Oh, brother, you're not alone. Love one another. Love louder. Oh yeah. The world's been loud with anger and fear, but God's still whispering, I'm right here. Open your heart, let the light shine through. A little more grace can change the view. When the road gets rough and the nights get long, faith keeps beating like a steady song. Love one another, love louder tonight. Shine like a beacon, be somebody's light. Lift up your neighbor, don't let hope fall through. God gave us a mission. Love louder, that's what we do. Love louder, let the whole world hear. Lead with your heart and keep the message clear. Different faces, different stories we tell, but we're all searching for a little hope as well. A helping hand, a smile, a prayer can remind somebody that somebody cares. No matter where you come from, no matter your name, under God's heaven we're more alike than different, the same. So turn up the kindness, turn down the hate. Love's still the answer. It never arrives too late. Love one another, love louder today. Walk in His mercy every step of the way. When the world gets heavy and the skies turn blue, keep spreading that message.